Globe Telecom thought it was announcing a fan event. What happened next has people across the internet asking the same unbelievable question. Did anyone truly expect this to explode into one of the most talked about Eala moments of the year? Before sunrise, cryptic posts began appearing across social media. A blurry photo, a mysterious stage under construction in Makati, security barriers stretching farther than anyone expected, trucks unloading massive LED screens. Then came a short audio clip that users claimed had been leaked from inside the event planning team. One voice allegedly whispered, "You have no idea how many people are coming." Another voice replied, "If this gets out early, the entire city will lose its mind." Within minutes, hashtags exploded. Fans started sharing screenshots, countdown timers, and wild theories. Some insisted Globe Telecom was preparing the biggest celebration ever for the Filipino tennis sensation. Others claimed surprise celebrity guests had secretly been flown into Manila. Every refresh brought another rumor, another viral post, another dramatic prediction. Then everything spiraled. Videos reportedly showing hundreds of fans gathering hours before official announcements began flooding every platform. Comment sections became battlefields. Some accused organizers of hiding huge surprises. Others insisted the event would completely redefine athlete fan experiences in the Philippines. Influencers suddenly claimed they had inside sources. Entertainment bloggers hinted at confidential guest lists. Anonymous accounts dropped what they described as backstage schedules before quickly deleting them, only making people even more convinced something enormous was unfolding. And then came the clip that truly sent shockwaves across the internet. A short video appeared online showing workers racing across an enormous stage, while giant digital displays flashed Eala's name. The footage spread at lightning speed before disappearing almost as quickly as it appeared. Was it real? Was it edited? Nobody could agree. But millions were suddenly talking about one thing. Eala, the country's fastest rising tennis superstar, had already become a symbol of hope for millions of Filipinos. Every victory, every tournament, every emotional speech seemed to inspire another wave of supporters. But this felt different. Fans weren't simply celebrating another athlete. They believed they were witnessing history being written in real time. As excitement reached a boiling point, another alleged insider message surfaced, claiming organizers were desperately rewriting crowd control plans because attendance projections had suddenly doubled overnight. Whether authentic or not, the rumor ignited even greater chaos. Fans promised to travel from every corner of the Philippines. Flights, buses, and hotels became part of the online conversation as people debated just how massive the gathering could become. Meanwhile, celebrities, athletes, influencers, and content creators began fueling the frenzy without directly confirming anything. Cryptic emojis, countdown posts, stories that disappeared within minutes. Every vague reaction became another clue for thousands of determined fans trying to solve what they believed was the entertainment mystery of the week. But behind the celebration, whispers of tension quietly began spreading. Some anonymous accounts claimed rival sponsors were unhappy with the growing attention. Others hinted at disagreements behind closed doors over surprise appearances and last-minute production changes. Unverified screenshots, alleged planning documents, and supposed staff conversations circulated across social media, each one adding another layer of suspense even though none had been independently confirmed. Then one final rumor appeared. According to anonymous online claims, something unexpected happened only hours before the event that left organizers scrambling behind the scenes. If those claims were even partially true, the celebration everyone expected could suddenly become something nobody saw coming. As the countdown continued, the atmosphere around Makati shifted from ordinary excitement into something that felt almost impossible to ignore. Every new photo from the venue seemed to spark another wave of discussion. Fans zoomed in on stage designs, banners, lighting rigs, and giant display screens, trying to guess what Globe Telecom had planned. Every detail became a puzzle piece, and every theory spread across social media within seconds. For many supporters, this wasn't simply another promotional event. Eala's rise had become a source of national pride, and every public appearance attracted enormous attention. That emotional connection was obvious as thousands of fans began sharing stories about watching her junior victories, celebrating her breakthrough performances, and dreaming about what she could accomplish next on the international stage. The excitement only intensified when organizers released more glimpses of the venue. Videos of crews making final preparations circulated online, while fans counted down the hours until the event opened. Comment sections filled with messages from supporters saying they were traveling long distances just to be there. Others admitted they couldn't attend but planned to follow every update through live streams and fan accounts. Then another surprise fueled even more conversation. Several well-known content creators posted cryptic countdowns without explaining why they were attending. Their followers immediately began speculating about possible guest appearances and exclusive interviews. Within minutes, hashtags connected to Eala and the Makati event climbed rapidly as thousands joined the conversation. The internet quickly divided into two camps. One group believed this could become one of the biggest fan celebrations ever organized around a Filipino tennis star. Another argued expectations were becoming unrealistically high, warning fans not to believe every rumor spreading online. Screenshots of unverified posts circulated widely, with users debating which claims were genuine and which were simply speculation. Every refresh seemed to bring another theory. Meanwhile, supporters continued posting heartfelt tributes instead of focusing only on rumors. Many shared clips from Alex's biggest matches, highlighting the determination and resilience that had earned her a devoted following. Others recalled interviews in which she spoke about representing the Philippines on the world stage, saying those moments inspired young athletes across the country. That emotional momentum became the real story. Families planned to attend together. Tennis clubs organized group trips. Students proudly wore shirts featuring Alex's name while posting photos with captions about chasing dreams through hard work and perseverance. The event was becoming more than entertainment. It had become a celebration of possibility. As anticipation reached another level, cameras outside the venue captured longer lines forming. Fans exchanged stories, traded predictions, and cheered whenever staff members carried new equipment inside. Every movement around the venue seemed to generate fresh excitement online. Then came one unexpected moment that immediately went viral. A short clip showed the crowd erupting into loud cheers after a rehearsal sequence lit up the giant screens with dramatic visuals celebrating Eala's career. Although it was only a brief preview, the audience reaction spread rapidly across social media, with many describing the atmosphere as electric. Even public figures began joining the conversation. Athletes, entertainers, and sports commentators congratulated Alex on the support she continued to receive, praising how tennis had captured the imagination of so many young Filipinos. Their posts added another wave of visibility, pushing the event even further into the national spotlight. Still, the biggest question remained unanswered. What would happen when Eala finally stepped onto that stage? Supporters imagined an unforgettable entrance. Some predicted emotional speeches. Others hoped for interactive moments with fans, surprise appearances, or announcements about future initiatives promoting tennis in the Philippines. None of those possibilities had been confirmed, but the anticipation alone kept millions watching. As daylight faded and the venue lights grew brighter, one thing became unmistakably clear. The energy surrounding the event had become its own phenomenon. Every camera pointed toward the stage. Every phone was ready to record. Every fan waited for the moment the celebration would truly begin. And just as the countdown reached its final moments, the lights suddenly dimmed, the crowd fell silent for a heartbeat, and a single spotlight illuminated the center of the stage. What happened next would become the moment everyone had been waiting to witness. The silence lasted only a heartbeat before the venue erupted with a roar that seemed to shake every corner of Makati. Giant screens illuminated with a cinematic montage of Eala's journey, from a young dreamer with a racket in hand to one of the brightest stars in Philippine tennis. Thousands of phones shot into the air at once, trying to capture a moment that many fans had waited years to experience. Then she appeared. The crowd's reaction drowned out the music. Chants of "Alex, Alex, Alex" echoed across the venue as supporters waved banners, flags, and homemade signs. Some fans laughed through tears. Others stood frozen, simply taking in the atmosphere. For countless people in attendance, this wasn't just about meeting an athlete. It was about celebrating someone who had inspired them to dream beyond limits. The energy kept building. Every smile from Alex triggered another wave of cheers. Every greeting she offered was met with thunderous applause. The cameras captured children sitting on their parents' shoulders just to catch a glimpse of their hero. Friends hugged one another as if they were witnessing history unfold before their eyes. Social media exploded almost instantly. Clips from the event flooded timelines. Fan-recorded videos spread at incredible speed, with viewers praising the turnout, the atmosphere, and the emotional connection between Alex and her supporters. Within minutes, hashtags connected to the event surged as people shared their favorite moments and reactions. One video quickly stood out. It showed the audience lighting up the venue with synchronized phone flashlights while chanting Alex's name. The visual struck a chord online, with many calling it one of the most memorable fan moments of the year. The clip continued gaining momentum as sports pages, entertainment accounts, and fan communities reshared it across multiple platforms. On stage, Alex thanked everyone for their unwavering support, speaking about the importance of perseverance, family, and representing the Philippines with pride. Her words drew another standing ovation, with the audience responding to nearly every sentence with cheers. The celebration continued with interactive games, fan activities, and appearances that kept the energy high throughout the event. Globe Telecom's production transformed the venue into an immersive experience filled with vibrant visuals, music, and opportunities for supporters to participate. Every segment seemed designed to bring fans closer to the athlete they had come to celebrate. As the evening progressed, countless emotional encounters unfolded. Young tennis players proudly showed Alex photos from tournaments they had competed in because of the inspiration they found in her journey. Parents thanked her for motivating their children to pursue sports. Volunteers and event staff smiled as they watched strangers become friends through their shared admiration for Philippine tennis. Online, the conversation shifted from speculation to celebration. Posts praised the organization of the event, highlighted the overwhelming turnout, and reflected on how Alex's growing popularity demonstrated the increasing enthusiasm for tennis in the country. Many users described the gathering as more than a promotional appearance. It had become a symbol of how far Filipino athletes could go with determination and support. As the final moments approached, confetti filled the air while one last highlight reel played across the massive screens. The audience responded with another deafening ovation, determined to make the night unforgettable. When the lights finally began to fade, fans lingered, reluctant to leave. They exchanged photos, relived their favorite moments, and promised to support Alex wherever her career would take her next. Some events are remembered for their scale. Others are remembered for their emotion. But every so often, an event becomes memorable because it reminds people why they believed in someone from the very beginning. For thousands gathered in Makati, and for many more watching from around the world, that was the story they took home. If you enjoyed reliving this incredible fan celebration, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your favorite moment from the event in the comments. Tell us, if you had the chance to meet Alex Eala in person, what would you say? Stay tuned, because if her journey so far is any indication, the biggest chapters may still be ahead.